Hello everyone, welcome to Mindful Learning with me. Now these days I am going to take up case study problems which are a new entry in your board exams. So I have taken problem of probability from the model test paper issued by CBSE. The problem states, in an office, three employees, Vinay, Sonia, and Iqbal, process incoming copies of a certain form. Vinay processes 50% of the forms, Sonia processes 20%, and Iqbal the remaining 30% of the forms. And given are the error rates. Vinay has an error rate of 0.06, Sonia has an error rate of 0.04, Iqbal has an error rate of 0.03. So, on the basis of above data, we have to compute the first part, the conditional probability that an error is committed in processing given that Sonia processed the form is. Four options are given to us, right? So now in that case, let us start by naming the events. As you know, the question of Bayes' theorem appears in your exam always as and is important. We can see the conditional probability is being used here. We will give naming to the three events. Vinay processes the forms, 50% of the forms. Even Sonia processes the form E2, and to the event of processing of forms by Iqbal E3. So even E2, E3. They whole form the sample space, means total number of forms का हमें आइडिया देते हैं और आपका PE1 plus PE2 plus PE3 1 होना चाहिए. So how we name it, let me show you. Installing this side. Now you can see that E1, we name the E1 as event that Vinay processes the form. Event that Sonia processes the form is E2. E3, event that Iqbal processes the form. Then it is given to us that probability E1 that Vinay processes the form is 50 upon 100. PE2 is 20 upon 100. PE3 is 30 upon 100, right? So what else is given to us? Always, whenever case study questions are given to us, we write what is given to us in the question first. ऐसा करने से calculations या हमें क्या find करना है, things become easy. हमने अपने theory वाले question को symbolic form में लिखा है. That is, PA by E1 is probability that an error is committed given Vinay processes the form. It is 0.06. PA by E2, an error is committed given Sonia processed the form. Then we have PE3, PA by E3, an error is committed when Iqbal processes the form, and the value is given to us 0.03. Now the very first part of this question, in that part it has been asked what is the value of PA by E2, which means probability that an error has occurred when Sonia, E2 means Sonia has checked the form. This is already given to us in the question, so we can simply write it down 0.04. So our answer is B part. We go ahead and select that response, the B part. After that, we have the second part. In the second part, we have to find PE2 intersection A. By that I mean probability that an error has occurred and the form has been checked by Sonia. तो आप E2 इंटरसेक्शन A फाइंड करोगे और इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी फाइंड करोगे. So PA by E2 is equal to PE2 intersection A upon PE2. This is the definition of conditional probability जो हम पढ़ के आते हैं. PA by E2. It is PE2 intersection A upon PE2. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. हमारे पास PA by E2 की वैल्यू है, PE2 की वैल्यू है जो हमने गिवन में लिखा है, and the value will now become 20 upon 100 into 0.04. कैलकुलेशन ध्यान से करनी है, डेसिमल ध्यान से प्लेस पे लगाना है, एंड यू विल गेट 0.008. आंसर इज सी पार्ट. राइट. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू द थर्ड पार्ट, वेयर यू हैव टू टेल that what is the probability, total probability of committing error, and we name that event by A, and PA will be the total probability. अब अगर आपने बेस थ्योरम ध्यान से पढ़ी है और आपको बेस थ्योरम की स्टेटमेंट याद है, तो आपको पता होगा कि बेस थ्योरम में हमारा क्या होता है, पी इवन बाय ए, पी इवन पी ए बाय इवन अपॉन पी ए. ये पी ए है. पी ए इज समेशन जितने भी इवेंट्स गिवन हो हमें, आई इक्वल टू 1/3 पी ई आई पी ए प्लस ई आई. दिस डिनोमिनेटर इज नेम्ड एज टोटल प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A event, PA. So we find this PA using the same formula which we apply in the denominator of Bayes theorem, P even, PA by even, and up till PE3 we write it. Put the respective values, calculate, take your time, and do the computations and calculations properly, and you will see that you get 0.047, and now the answer is B part. Now coming to the fourth part. Now fourth part, जैसे जैसे आप आगे पार्ट पे बढ़ोगे, they are going to make it more tricky. Initial parts आपके simple होंगे case study में, as I can see the format which they have given of the case study. Usually first, second, third part are simple, and fourth and fifth are tricky ones. आपको, I repeat, first, second, third part आपको बहुत simple लगेंगे. Fourth and fifth, they will take you to a higher order level, means जिसे आप HOTS बोलते हो, तो उसे आपको ध्यान से करना है. You will be having choice to attempt 4, so luck is on your side. आप एक क्वेश्चन फोर्थ या फिफ्थ में से चूज कर सकते हो केस स्टडी में. तो अब क्या हो जाएगा, now fourth part, they are asking that you have to find the probability that an error has occurred but Vinay has not processed the form. An error has occurred A, and Vinay has not checked the paper, not processed the form. So we place a bar sign over it, and we get 1 minus P even by A. Now by Bayes theorem, P even by A, I have written the formula. You are very well versed with the formula now at this level. Put the respective values. We have written all these things in the given part, and PA we have computed in the third. So when you are going to solve it, you will get your value as 30 by 47. So P even by A, 30 by 47. So our solution doesn't end here. We have to see what we are supposed to find. P even by A complement. We have to subtract it from 1. So P even by A will be 1 minus 30 by 47, which is 17 by 47. So your answer now is D part. Now let us come to fifth part, where they have asked us to find P EI by A. Summation varies from 1 to 3. P even by A, P E2 by A plus P E3 by A. Now although it is the fifth part, but the things you need to compute PE2 by A for it, PE3 by A for it. P even by A हमने कहाँ फाइंड किया है, हमने ये फाइंड किया है फोर्थ पार्ट में, वो भी उसके सब पार्ट में. 30/47. तो जिस ढंग से आपने 30/47 फाइंड किया है, in a similar manner you have to find PE2 by A using Bayes theorem, and PE3 by A by Bayes theorem. Means an error has occurred when probability given that an error has occurred and Sonia has processed the form. Probability when it's given an error has occurred and Iqbal has processed the form. So we go here, and in my rough work I have shown how we use Bayes theorem to find PE2 by A, PE2 by A, P2 into PA by E2 upon PA. This is the whole probability which goes in denominator. So 20 upon 100 into 0.04 upon 0.047, it is equal to 8/47. And then we have 30 upon 100 into 0.03 upon 100 into 0.047. Solve properly, comfortably, because calculation error do occur at the last step. So 9/47. Now put your values there. 30/47, 8/47, 9/47. We get 47/47, which is equal to 1, and your answer is D part. So finally we have solved this problem which has appeared in your CBSE model test paper. So don't be panicked by the speed of this video. जिस speed पे present किया है, carefully एक बार question को पढ़ो, खुद solve करके देखो, take help from what I have explained. Answers हैं ये B, C, D part, और हर किसी का weightage है 1 marks. Earlier questions of this type were of either 4 marks or 6 marks, which used to come in exam. Now they have converted them into case study problems, right? So write whatever is given to you in symbolic form. Then you will be able to solve it comfortably, right? So I wind up here and see you with the next case study problem from application of derivatives in my next video. Till then, bye-bye.